Greetings students, my name is Professor Gill and I'll be your instructor this semester for COM 20 and COM 40 Summer 2021 session. Today I want to talk a little bit about the course, how to log on the course, as well as what type of assignments we'll be doing this semester and how you'll be graded on these assignments. So let's talk a little bit about the course itself. So if you're enrolled in COM 20, it is the Oral Communication Public Speaking course, which is a GE requirement for transfer. If you're registered in the COM 40 section, that means that you're in the Argumentation and Debate section, which is a critical thinking course, and it's a GE transfer for critical thinking. So both courses this summer session that I will be teaching will be asynchronous. What that means is that we will not be meeting on campus and we will also not have Zoom meetings online. Our course will run self-paced with course content and material on Canvas for you to review and for you to do your assignments and activities on a week-to-week basis. So all assignments and activities will be posted on Sunday night and for you to review during the week, to work on and to complete by the following Sunday, and then the second week of courses will open up again for the same content material, course assignments and activities, and then for you to review back onto Sunday. So it's a full circle of a week course material that you'll be completing every week for the next 6 weeks. So both courses will be running asynchronous. If you need to talk to me one-on-one, you're welcome to connect with me through Zoom meetings and I can have one-on-one sessions. Other than that, all the course content and material, assignments and activities will be shared via Canvas, and your job is to make sure you complete those assignments on the due dates and times that are listed. So what I want to start off with talking about next is how to log on to Canvas if you've never done that already. So what you're going to do is go onto evc.edu website. You're going to log on to the Canvas link here. And if this is the first time that you've ever logged on to Canvas, what you'll see is a screen that's going to pop up in just a second here. Sorry, internet's running slightly slow today. So what you're going to do is you're going to log on to this link here for our Canvas site. If you logged on for the first time, this is what you would follow, the instructions here on how to log on. If you've done this before, it's pretty simple and easy. It'll actually log you on into your username and password that you have already saved in the system, and it will put you into the sections that you are registered for that summer session. So as you can tell, I have 4 different sections this summer. I have 2 oral communication classes and 2 COM 40 classes. So what I recommend when you are communicating with me outside of Canvas, that you state which section you are registered for and which course you're taking. So if you're a COM 20 course, you would say COM 20 section 204 or COM 20 section 205. If you're an argumentation course, you would be COM 40 section 201, and you'd be COM 40 section 202. So there are 4 sessions that are running, and it's important for you to let me know which section you are, so that way I can communicate and respond to your emails quicker and faster and know what's going on with your score and your grade in the class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into each one first. Let's talk a little bit about COM 20 first, and then I'll talk about COM 40 after COM 20. Although both courses have overlapping formats and formulas, their content is different. So both courses will be running the same. The only difference is going to be the content of the course. So when you open up the home page here, you'll see that it talks a little bit about the course itself, which in this case is public speaking. But if you were to open the COM 40 section, you'll see that it would be argumentation and debate. So the goal and objective of COM 20 public speaking is that you're going to learn how to speak and prepare presentations. These presentations, again, are not going to be face-to-face on campus, and they will not be on Zoom. These presentations will be self-recorded, uploaded, and sent to me for grading and downloading, and then I will give you back feedback on your presentations. So all presentations in this class are going to be recorded. This is the same that's going to be for our COM 40 students. All presentations will be recorded, uploaded, and then downloaded on my end, reviewed, watched, and graded, and sent back to you. Okay? So the way that the course runs, and again, for COM 20 and COM 40 is the same system, is you want to go to the section here where it says modules. I know some of you jump onto the assignments and discussions to see what's happening on a week-to-week basis, but I recommend that you go to the module section, just because sometimes course content that gets transferred from other course sections in the past can be problematic and cause conflict in seeing assignments that may have not been part of this class section for some reason and jumped into the assignment section from the history of another course. So I usually recommend that you focus on going to the module section, which is the most up-to-date information, and that's where I go and make sure that all the content is up to date on that Sunday night when I post it. Okay, so what you'll see on the content that's posted under modules are all the different chapters that you'll be reviewing, which are the content part of the class, content information, and you'll also see mini exercises that we sprinkled out through the semester, like this icebreaker or this listening ask a question exercise, which are really quick 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute type of assignments that are 10 points, 15 points, easy assignments, really quick, credit, no credit type of assignments. If you complete it, you most likely got credit for it, as long as you follow the instructions and do the tasks that you need to do. These are exercises and activities to help build you up and prepare you for the major assignments that you'll be doing in class. So COM 40 and COM 20 both have the same type of system. COM 40 will also have smaller mini exercises and activities that you'll be completing, preparing you for those major assignments. So the 3 major assignments that you'll see in the COM 20 section are going to be the first major speech, which is a narrative speech, your second speech, which will be an informative speech, and then your third speech, which will be a persuasive speech. For the debate class, you have a first speech that will be a factual presentation, a factual speech presentation. You have a second speech that will be a value debate presentation, and then your last assignment will be a written analysis of a policy type of assignment for your final assignment for the class in COM 40. So each class, COM 20 and COM 40, will have 3 major assignments that you'll be completing throughout the semester, in this case 6 weeks. And then alongside those major assignments, you will have small mini exercises and activities that need to be completed in order to prep you for those major assignments that are happening in class. So this is an example of the week, what it would look like for a COM 20 course. And what I will do is I'll be opening up each week every Sunday. So for example, this one will be opened up for you starting tomorrow, and these assignments will have due dates, which will be the following Sunday, due midnight, for you to complete. So that way we have the new week for the next week, week 2 following that. And so the course builds on itself, and you'll see that we'll start talking about outlining a little bit, how to prepare for a speech. And then we're going to go into content building, how to do analysis, and then we go into delivery, and we keep building up from there. Okay. Same kind of concept that's going to happen with my argumentation course. If I jump into the argumentation section here, you'll see that the home page does an introduction of what is argumentation. The goal in this course is that you're going to learn how to construct arguments, create analysis and logic and reasoning, and then deliver them in speech format as well as a written format. So your first 2 assignments will be speech format assignments, and your last assignment will be a written analysis critique assignment for policy. We'll be looking at 3 major areas: fact, value, and policy, and your job is to construct good solid arguments with reasoning and strong delivery in your presentation. I also recommend you go to the module section for your assignments, and you will see that it's kind of similar in the sense that we do have an icebreaker, but the content of the material is going to be different. For example, you have a 20-point assignment on critical thinking, and so your course is more designated and designed for critical thinking and persuasion, as opposed to public speaking courses as more of the general basic public speaking type of course, not necessarily debate or persuasion that you would have to argue points, which gets a little bit more challenging than your general narrative or informational type of speech course. So that is what the argumentation course is about. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right here into the syllabus, because the syllabus will tell us a little bit about the policies and procedures that we'll have in this class. And policies and procedures for both classes are the same. So COM 20 and COM 40 have the same policy and procedures. So I can go ahead and cover both of these items at the same time. Okay. So the course description will tell you a little bit about the course, and you're welcome to look at this to get more information about the course itself. The course objectives, and will tell you about the learning outcomes of the course, which is what you're going to learn from the course. In this case, it's a critical thinking course, so you'll learn different types of critical thinking concepts. You'll look at the course materials. So there are two courses. So COM 20 and COM 40 have different course materials. COM 20, cards. You can use that in COM 40 as well. You have access to a computer in COM 20. You need access to a computer in COM 40. Legal briefs, not necessarily, not so much now that we're on online 100%. We don't have to worry so much about the legal briefs, but you should have access to an outlining type of format, which is Microsoft or OneNote, whatever you may use, but you should have access to writing out notes, things of that nature. As far as the book is concerned, I have recommended content books that you could use for the course. So there is a course book that we do have, although the content and material that I'm using from the course book is already embedded into slideshows in the presentations that you'll be able to access online. So if you choose not to have a physical book, you should be okay in the course. If you choose to have a physical book, you're more than welcome to contact me via Messenger of Canvas or through email, and I can give you access to a content book, author ID or ISBN number, so that way you can access that. But if you want to save yourself some money, you definitely can use the online content materials slides that we have available embedded in Canvas that I'll be providing to you every week, that will give you easy access to all the content material that will be part of the class. So I say save some money and just use the content material, but if you really need that book, you can always contact me and we can talk about that in more detail. Further down, you see the course objectives and content and the course format. In this case, I know it says hybrid. I'm going to have to adjust that and change that because we are no longer doing hybrid for this section. We'll be 100% asynchronous. And then I have listed here the policies and procedures for the course. So basic general policies are that there are no makeup assignments, no makeup presentations. So it's really important that you complete all your coursework and content on the day that is listed as the due date. So important to make sure you note those due dates in the module section. As I said before, every Sunday evening you'll get updated with the new week. From the prior week will be closed out and the new week will begin. So it's important for you to make sure you turn all those assignments in by the end of that week. So there will be no makeup assignments or makeup presentations or makeup examinations. It's very important you get that information in on those dates. So when it comes to technical glitches, got to make sure you plan those appropriately and don't wait till the very last minute to upload those assignments. Sometimes those videos can take longer than expected when you're uploading them, and it's really important that you get them in time before that midnight clock hits, so that way that assignment is posted and it's ready to be reviewed and graded. If it does not get posted, it will not be reviewed and graded, and you'll be marked 0 for not having an assignment in the course. So it's really important that you don't wait till the last minute and you complete those assignments, and give yourself a few days or a buffer to make sure that assignment is completed. If you happen to have any type of technical glitches that are not related to your own waiting last minute, then you're welcome to contact me through email, and then we can try to resolve those glitches before your assignment is due and try to come up with another remedy to make sure that assignment gets in on time. So really important, if those assignments don't come in, they get marked 0 and you don't get the points for that particular assignment or that presentation. Attendance is a little bit different for us because we don't have a one-on-one Zoom meeting time, and we also do not meet in person. So there will not be any type of formal attendance that will be taking place. Your attendance will be marked based on your content that you're reading and also based on the assignments being completed for that task. So we don't really have necessarily a formal type of attendance in this class. Or tardiness or leaving early. So this policy is kind of a little bit different for us since we are asynchronous. Of course, if you have any course adaptations, if you have challenges, or if you're part of any special programs, please contact me. We can talk one-on-one on any other type of assessments or assistance that you might need this semester. So that would be something that you would want to talk to me on a one-on-one basis, and we can set up an individual Zoom meeting with your name and section listed, so that way I know who you are and that we can make a scheduled time for you to talk to me one-on-one.